Greeting. Let's go.
Yeah. I feel like I'm stuck in a cycle. Yeah. It's like I'm stuck in time. It's like deja vu. It's like a curse. And I can't escape it. It's like deja vu. It's me, Zeus. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming.
Good morning.
It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, head of the class. You can tell that I made it. Look at my grass. Cars in the garage, the tanks full of gas. I play the game for more, I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you rich and famous. The algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my zodiac. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie.
Good morning, April.
They left me. They don't get replies if they text me. I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited. Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off in a spaceship.
I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days. That shit was radical.
Very radical.
It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu. Yeah, the same dance. It's like deja vu. Because we feeling like a soldier. It's like deja vu. I thought I told you. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming. I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. The man can say I'm off the rails. I can't wait for you. I get it for myself. So many places to be. I got plenty. Like you did it before we start trending. Don't escape me for a lane or a goofy. Rockstar life ends like a movie. Hollywood, where you be at? I remember when I used to drop feet. Now they looking for me like I'm Ray Epps. It's a conspiracy how I keep on getting checks. It's money keep on falling like it's dominoes. Special delivery and I got a lot to look. Feeling like I've been here before. Deja vu is hitting me to the core. Memories flashing back once more. I'm feeling like I'm living in the metaphor. It's deja vu. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I'm losing my
It's deja vu. I
mind.
can't escape this rhyme. It's deja vu. It's a never-ending climb. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming. I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
Yes, it is I, ladies. What in the world is going on? I'm so sorry.
Good morning, Mr. Ross.
Good morning, everybody. Wow. I was, in the middle of getting ready to go live, and then this news broke first. So we're going to do a bit of a detour this morning and address some things that are going on out here. So let me get the formalities out of the way, right? I got to take care of the housekeeping stuff. First things first, ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. Zeus, a.k.a. Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Because I am the most honest person out here on social media. That's the first H. The second H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am the most humble. There's nobody more humble than me. If I get it wrong, I will be the first one to apologize. What? Hunter Biden broke the law? Excuse me. We need to go ahead and get him indicted as soon as possible. Ha! He's not above the law either. Jeez. Oh my gosh. And the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am the most humble. I mean handsome. So many things going on. Good morning, tea drinker. Listen, hard-headed Herbert, cut it out. I am the most handsome on this platform. I am the most handsome on social media. Listen, many are called, but only a few of us are chosen, ladies and gentlemen. And I am one of the chosen ones. How about that? Now, I gotta do my PSA announcement. I don't know why my eyes are watering, but my PSA announcement goes out to the Trump supporters. I gotta I gotta be fully transparent with you. If you are squeamish when it comes to the truth, now is your time. Now is the time for you to exit stage left, because over here on this side of TikTok, we are very critical of Donald J. Trump and those in the Republican Party. Yeah, they like to say they want to protect the children and they want to make America great again and all that stuff. But nah, I don't believe it. So here is your chance to leave, all right? But you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
retreat.
If you're not happy here,
Good morning,
can leave.
Yazzie.
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
That's right. Retreat, Trump supporters, because what we don't do over here is spread lies and misinformation. Good morning, attacking and everyone else out there. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only bringing the Hunter Biden business up right now because right before I went live, this was flashing all across the news. Hunter Biden will plead guilty for federal charges, for 3 federal charges. Don't boo me! Don't boo me! Would you rather me lie? I'm 888. Listen, I'm going to be as honest with you. Okay, this is now circulating all over the news. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 3 federal charges. Okay, well, actually, it says 3, but listen, I'll read it to you. Hunter Biden, the son of President Joe Biden, will plead guilty to 3 federal charges, the Justice Department said today in a court filing. The plea deal will have immediate reverberations in the 2024 presidential election. Hunter Biden will plead guilty to 2 federal tax misdemeanors and 1 charge tied to gun possession, according to the filing in a federal court in Delaware. He will appear in court to plead guilty to the future charges at a future date. They're weaponizing the DOJ. Trump supporters, we need to go ahead. Do we need to defund the DOJ now? Let free Hunter Biden. Come on. They're weaponizing the DOJ. This isn't fair. This is an outrage. This is a witch hunt. I can't believe they are doing this to Hunter Biden. All he was trying to do. They're just doing this to get President Biden. You know it's the Republicans behind this. Hunter Biden is innocent. Woo! What do you have to say about the DOJ now? Trump supporters, where's all the QAnon conspiracies now? Add this up. And I know what they're going to say. They're just doing this to Hunter Biden so that they can get away with doing it to Donald Trump. Is that what they're saying? Come on. Good. Is this a witch hunt? Seriously, is this a witch hunt? So we don't know what the exact outcome will be of this plea agreement. But, I had to be fully transparent with you, okay? Because this is serious. The president's own son, is now a victim of this DOJ with Merrick Garland. How did Merrick Garland get that job? Wow, it's almost as if President Biden hired Merrick Garland to go after his son. Make it make sense, folks. You can't make this stuff up. Now let's move on to our next topics. Now I know my friends on the left, you're going to be mad at me because I shared this news, but I got to be fair. I got to be right down the middle. I got to tell the truth, okay? So please bear with me. Let's all go ahead and say a prayer for Hunter Biden, because you know the good Lord, he needs help from the good Lord right now, right? All right. So since now, on another side of this, very seriously, if Hunter Biden is brave enough to take a plea deal, it's now time for Donald Trump to follow his lead. If you break the law, if you do the crime, you got to do the time. What I gotta admit that I admire about Hunter Biden is you don't hear him attacking the DOJ. You don't hear him blaming Jim Jordan and James Comer, which I believe are partially responsible for this, right? You know, he's like, I'm a man. I broke the law. Take me to jail. I'm going to give you the plea deal. It is what it is. I'll do my time. But we can't say that about the former president. So let's get straight into this, ladies and gentlemen. They don't like me because I tell the truth, but I get it. I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than you than to be out here and believing a lie. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I don't mind talking to folks no matter what side of the aisle they're on, as long as they're respectful and they're willing to be honest. I can admit right here today in this live, if President Biden or Hunter Biden, if they're breaking the law, we need to hold them accountable because nobody is above the law. But I don't think my friends on the right can do the same. So let's get started with today's topic, because I want to cruise through these before I open up these boxes. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Schiff, ladies and gentlemen, says there's a new report that has confirmed what we all have had concerns about with the DOJ. I'm definitely concerned now, especially now that they got my man Hunter. I'm definitely concerned about the DOJ, okay? And you all know what this is about, right? Many of us heard the story. The DOJ, FBI, all of them, they were dragging their heels when it came to prosecuting Donald J. Trump and all of his cronies surrounding the activities on January 6th. The Washington Post confirmed that investigations, they drug their feet on them because they didn't want to seem like they were being political. And you know what I gotta say? Shame! Shame to... Yeah. Shame on the DOJ. Shame on the FBI. If you knew these folks are criminals and broke the law, don't slow walk these investigations. Get them out of here. This is what Adam Schiff went on to say. The Washington Post investigation confirms what I've always been concerned about for 2 years. It's been 2 years, right? While the DOJ moved quickly to investigate the foot soldiers of the January 6th attack, it waited far too long to investigate leaders of the efforts to overturn the election. Get him, Adam Schiff! Get him! Sounds like the DOJ got a lot of work and a lot of explaining to do, and I look forward to seeing them on the Hill, because I don't know why they drug their feet. It's obvious who is responsible for what happened on January 6th. We all saw it with our own eyes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I still debate people on TikTok about January 6th. Donald J. Trump, John Eastman, by the way, John Eastman is supposed to be having his hearing today where he might lose his law license, so make sure you tune in and check that out. But Donald J. Trump, Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, Mark Meadows, they all planned this whole January 6th attack. We got them on tape, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
Yeah. Do not drag your feet any longer. I don't care if it's the Department of Justice, the FBI, or Fonnie Willis. Please Let's proceed with those indictments. Nancy Pelosi was not responsible for January 6th. I've already had this conversation. Nancy Pelosi did not call Donald Trump and tell him to plan this out. Come on, folks. Use your common sense. It's a shame I got to keep telling these folks that these are grown people. These are somebody's kids that I have to get out here every day on social media and tell this truth to. Who is supplying you with these lies? All right, let's move it on, because in connection with this, the Watergate prosecutor, ladies and gentlemen, they're just as shocked as Zeus is, just as shocked as you are about why did the DOJ and the FBI drag their feet on this, ladies and gentlemen. For me, and this is what he says, the most shocking revelation is this excellent reporting is the brazen refusal of the FBI to cooperate in investigating as requested by the DOJ. Though the higher-ups were certainly not helping the line prosecutors. So, you know, when you hear these Trump supporters, they go, the FBI was in on it. The DOJ was in on that January 6th. I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. Perhaps they were. Because they should have led me in charge of that Department of Justice. I would have had Trump walking right out of that White House and right into some handcuffs. They don't like me. They don't like me because I tell the truth. But I'd rather tell the truth than to be realer than you than to get out here and believe a lie. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, they think I'm a Democrat operative. They think the DNC is paying me to be here. No, look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. No strings attached. I am not a hand puppet. All right, we're cruising. We still got a little time. There's more topics. There's more topics I want to cover. Yes, Trump 2024 for prison. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. And please put those Jack Smith pictures in the chat so that these folks, they understand where we stand. We stand with Jack Smith over here. We do. Yes. Thank you, Brother Alex. All right, now let's talk about something of great importance that we all saw yesterday. Donald J. Trump's colossal blunder on Fox News yesterday. It's the gift that keeps on giving with this guy. This man, ladies and gentlemen, gets on Fox News and pretty much admits he took the classified documents for everyone to see and witness. Trump supporters, this is what we're talking about. We don't have to go out of our way to actually get this man indicted and convicted. He does it to himself. He's his own worst enemy. Why didn't you give them back? Well, you know, I needed to take a little bit more time to go through those boxes. I need to go through those boxes because some of my personal stuff. Well, sir, it's been 2 years. How much time do you need to go through those boxes? Well, I can't really say to that, but listen, I was busy. Donald Trump, please explain to the American people that what you've been doing for the past 2 years that has you so doggone busy. You're all over Truth Social. You're doing all these interviews. You're opening golf courses. You're crying about President Biden. You got all the time in the world to do that, but you don't got time to go through those classified documents, which we all now know contain nuclear secrets. Don't boo me. Don't boo me. I'm telling you the truth. Don't boo me. Would you rather me lie to you folks? Come on, order in the court. Ladies and gentlemen, other folks have weighed in on Donald Trump's interview yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go watch Brett Baer's interview on Fox News, where Donald Trump admits that he had the classified documents. He admits that he committed obstruction of justice. I mean, it was almost like Brett Baer worked for the FBI and was interviewing him. Why go to court at this point? We got the evidence. We do not need to waste another taxpayer dollar. Jack Smith, just go ahead and open and shut the case. It's right there. Don't hide like like a little boy. That's right, Miss Silk. Don't hide, Donald Trump. All right. Now, one last thing that I got to cover, and then I'm going to open up the boxes. I know I'm just cruising through these topics, but listen, it's a special day. One last thing that I got to cover is, one of my favorite sections to talk about is when we catch folks on the right, Trump supporters, behaving badly. All right, and there is some alarming, very alarming information that has just came out. I know you've all seen this today as well. It's not just Hunter Biden that's in a lot of trouble. It turns out Andrew Tate is in trouble. What? I was going to ignore this. He's caught in some nasty stuff. SA human trafficking. Wow. This is the guy that most of the Trump supporters look up to. Oh, Andrew Tate, he's top G. Oh, he's my hero. He's also part of the MAGA crowd. So I gotta bring him out and talk about him, folks. Who cares? I care. Don't you want to protect the kids? Order. Well, lady. Oh, they're fake charges. Wow. Okay. Now, how you going to say these are fake charges? The DOJ doesn't have any jurisdiction in Romania. Come on, folks. Are you telling me that you're telling me Merrick Garland is behind this too? You never heard about Andrew Tate? Well, listen, you just heard about him today. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring this up because I want you all to understand the dangers of following folks that subscribe to MAGA. It seems to me that no matter what area of life you're living in, if you subscribe to MAGA, you are pretty much subscribing to having a career in jail. Yeah. So the Andrew Tate and his brothers, they have been indicted for organizing a criminal group, human trafficking, and rape. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and it is now time for him to actually be held accountable. So my PSA announcement is this, especially to all of the MAGA men out there. Okay, let me say this to all the MAGA men out there. Boys, I'm going to call them boys. You guys out there, you think you're top G. You think you have swag. You think you have charm. You think you have charisma. You think you're fly guys because maybe you got a little bit of money in your pocket. You might have went to the gym and, worked out and, you're feeling real good. You go around your male friends. Oh, my God, man, you're tough. Oh, man. And you get a little tipsy and you start drinking. You think that's what makes you a man. You go around here and you intimidate women and you talk crazy to them. Listen, that's not what makes you a man, okay? So I'm going to give you some advice. Stop listening to Donald Trump. Stop listening to folks like Andrew Tate, and steer clear of all of this toxic behavior that you're learning from men on TikTok that promote misogyny and bigotry, okay? If you have any questions about these guys, bring them up to Zeus. I'm willing to do this work. Thank you for the gift. Listen, I know what it's like to be toxic. I was there. I'm rehabilitated now, ladies and gentlemen. I can see it a mile away. Okay, I ran with some of the wildest of wild animals, and I'm telling you, it all leads to chaos and destruction. Yes, it leads to jail. That's not what makes you a man. What makes you a man is being able to take accountability for your own toxic behavior and then learning how to do the work. Okay, you got to learn how to do the work. You can't be out here and blaming people, taking advantage of people, and thinking that's what makes you a man. Look at what happened to these two, and it's not over. Think about all the harm and damage that they have caused their victims. Yeah. So not only do we have folks like Andrew Tate, you have the folks who stormed the Capitol of the United States on January 6th. And it's like I've said before. You took those American boots, those American trucks, those Chevys, those Fords, and you let Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani gas you up with a bunch of toxic nastiness. And guess who ends up suffering? Your victims and you. All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I've arrived at that point in the show where I get to hear from those of you out there, especially if you're brave enough to get in the box. So, you know what time it is. Let's get this party started. Listen, I don't got much time to argue. I hope you can get in the box and simply testify. Tell the truth and shame the devil, like my grandmother used to say. Fair enough. I don't want to talk to boys today. All right, listen. And boys are people, children. I don't want to talk to nobody that's a child, right? Okay. I know you're over 18. You could drive. You could go buy liquor or whatever. If you're getting in the box upset, angry, and wanting to yell and say a bunch of nasty, toxic things, I don't want to talk to you. I'm having a good day. It doesn't take much to have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. We can talk about it all. Listen, I'm not afraid to show it. Listen, I'm not afraid to show it. Hunter Biden is getting in trouble. He's been indicted. I don't care. That's his problem. He better figure it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started. First, good morning, Brother Swervin.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good, man. I've spent all day, all morning talking with my doctors. I'm going for a lumbar puncture here soon, a laryngoscopectomy, or I don't know. But man, I got to tell you, Zeus, I'm fired up today, brother.
You are. You were the first person I thought about when Hunter Biden news came out. What do you got to say about this?
I'm fired up about Hunter Biden.
Oh, you're not fired up about Hunter Biden.
With all the investigation that has gone on with him.
Yes.
Okay. We still ain't seen nothing from this bogus laptop. But somehow these people have all the great evidence about the laptop, but they'll never show it. And for some reason, with this amazing evidence that they have that apparently they're the only ones privy to see, they won't send any of it to the DOJ or the FBI.
Wow.
That I find hilarious. You know what? You can even drop it off to a newspaper.
Right.
You ain't necessarily got to send it to the DOJ. Drop it off to the newspaper. They won't do that. But here's why I'm fired up.
Why?
Maybe now they will shut up with all the BS claims that Hunter Biden took this money and he didn't pay that money and he didn't do this. They're sitting here, and again, they already start with the misinformation. He's pleading guilty to 3 felony charges. No, he's not. He pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges of tax issues and made a deal, cut some kind of deal, which they haven't disclosed yet, on the firearm charge.
Right. You're right.
So they already coming with the misinformation. And then let me tell you what they're going to say in the long run.
What are they going to say?
The FBI and the DOJ has been weaponized. All the evidence is coming out. You wait and see.
Who's weaponizing the DOJ then? Is it President Biden?
Apparently it's President Joseph Robinette Biden. Oh. Doesn't it just warm your heart to say that President Joseph Robinette Biden? Just warm the cockles of the heart to say it.
So do you think that this shows that Hunter Biden is braver than Donald Trump, though? Because have you heard Hunter Biden crying about the DOJ?
No, not in the least little bit.
No.
Hunter Biden's not sitting there going, Mayor Garland is a Biden hater.
No.
His wife's a Biden hater. His kids are Biden haters. Hunter Biden ain't doing none of that.
No. He knows he was on that stuff.
Yep. He was
getting fully loaded.
He was doing the booger sugar just like DJ TJ. Let's be real. He was doing it too.
Yeah.
and he let his finances slip. And let's not forget, he still got this baby mama drama that he's still dealing with too.
Right, right.
Okay, so he ain't in the free and clear. He ain't on the straight and narrow.
No, no.
Not by a long shot. Not by a
They're
long
saying
shot.
President Biden is next. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, again, they have all the top evidence that they're the only ones who are privy to seeing, and then nothing has come out. James Comer hasn't revealed anything,
Right.
and then who is that? Oh man, John Durham.
Right.
What do we hear when John Durham started his investigation from Donald Trump and John Durham? Oh, you just wait and see.
Right.
These are going to be land bomb blasting indictments across the board from everybody, and Biden. None of it ever happened.
None of it ever happened. Wow.
Everything that they say is going to happen, not one bit of it has ever happened. So my question is, how much faith do you have left?
How much faith
do you have left?
Do you have? This is a good question. I don't think they have much. There's not much left in the tank.
There could be much left in the tank. I mean, if there is, I promise you, the gas light has been on for 80 miles already. It just don't make no sense.
Hunter Biden, wow.
Where's all these bombshell indictments from the James Durham report?
Right.
Where is that?
Right. We haven't seen them.
Where's all these bombshell indictments and investigations and 110% definitive proof that Hunter Biden's laptop is worth this and that? We haven't seen any of it. Where's all the bombshell proof that Joe Biden is running this criminal mastermind ring between Ukraine, China, and the United States? Where is it?
He's running a criminal. He's running Ukraine. He's running the DOJ. He's getting Andrew Tate. He's got Jack Smith. I mean, how is Biden doing all of this?
I'm gonna just tell you like this, Zeus, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop myself down.
Fair enough.
I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than them any day of the week. And as Nutty Professor always says, you tell the truth and you shame the devil, because the devil is a lie.
He's absolutely right, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't it feel good to get out here and see this and just bring the truth to these folks that need it?
Yeah, it does. It does. So let me get myself out of here. I got an appointment. I think my pulmonary should be on their way down here. So I'm gonna go deal with them, and I'll be listening, man. You take it easy. You keep holding it down in the kingdom.
All right.
I'm gonna keep holding it down in the fortress of solid truth.
All right, you too, my brother. And fair enough. Thank you for once again telling the truth.
Always a pleasure, sir. You take it easy, Zeus. We'll see you, big guy.
All right, we'll see you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Swervin a round of applause. It's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, folks. Listen to what we're saying. We had no problem bringing this information to you along with everything else. If this doesn't show how honest we are, what will? All right, let's get it going. My beautiful friend, Shay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Shay. All right. How are you doing this morning?
I am good. I woke up like an hour ago and I was just chilling out. I was got into another friend's live and they were telling me all this new breaking stories this morning. I'm like, well, damn, I better roll up out of bed, get some coffee. Today is the day. Wow, in the news. Like, come on.
Does it break your heart to hear that Hunter Biden is, pleading guilty?
I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now. I tell you, I'm so devastated. That Hunter Biden pled guilty. I mean, how is sorry? I gotta turn off this thing landline. We're about to get rid of that thing anyway.
Okay, no
But
problem.
no, I'm devastated.
You're not, it broke your heart. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, it did because my President Biden, the poor guy, his little boys, like pled guilty. Like it's so sad. Okay,
Gosh, it's gonna be okay, Shay. It's gonna be okay.
okay. I
It's a
just
correct.
feel so bad for President Biden.
Do you think
It's
it's? Do
sad.
you think it's? Do you think he's in trouble because of a witch hunt?
Probably. They're always after. They can't get Biden off their minds. That's all they think about. Day, night, morning, they wake up thinking about Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm gonna. We should definitely have Jim Jordan and James Comer look into this, right?
Oh, absolutely. They should. They
Right.
should add that to the long list.
Are
It's,
you?
they're trying to
Would you
find.
would you say it's now time to defund the FBI?
Yeah, I think so. That's just deep state shit, man. The global.
Ah!
Sorry.
I got that shit. I
Sorry.
got you. But I get your point.
Yeah.
Now, some people are saying that these crimes are they're light crimes. They're going easy on Hunter. What do you say to that?
Um, that's not right because Hunter's innocent till proven guilty. I mean, just because he's convicted or indicted doesn't mean he's innocent. Doesn't mean he's guilty. I mean, you got to go to trial and everything.
Yeah.
If he goes to trial, I'm not gonna believe any of this. I'm not gonna read those indictments. Why would I read those indictments? Like that's just witch hunting right there. I'm telling you right now.
Witch
I
hunt,
mean,
right.
isn't that right in our country? We got freedoms and we got rights, and you just because the indictment was that. What does even an indictment mean? I mean, I don't even get it.
I'm over here cracking up. I mean, I thought I heard it all from the Trump supporters. But Shay, right there, I think you're throwing every type of defense you can to try to save Hunter Biden's you know what.
Oh yeah.
But he took the plea deal. And would you say should he have took the plea deal or should he have pled the fifth? Because you know what they say if you plead the fifth.
Yeah, you're in with the mafia or something. Like you got something to hide if you plead the fifth. That's what I heard. That's what
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So he took the plea deal. Oh,
Well, he had to because those witch hunts, they won't leave that poor man alone. So he had to do something.
Wow.
Well, I just got him in my prayers. We just got to pray a lot for the Bidens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. Sometimes you gotta pray for them. Now, we got off on a little bit of a tangent, but I want to make sure we address what you wanted to address before you get up out of here. But
How
thank
about
you.
the trial date has been set August 14th for Trump?
Oh, really?
Oh, you haven't heard this? Eileen
No.
Cannon has come out and said that the trial date for Trump's documents federal indictment case has been set for August 14th. Yes.
This is
in
for
the
the
news.
classified documents, or is this for January 6th?
No. This is for the documents. This is Eileen Cannon. This is Florida. Yes. The trial date has been set August 14th. Yep. I wondered if you had talked about it because I had just scrolled in when
No, but well, I would say what's more good news, Hunter Biden or that he has a trial date in August? Which one's more exciting?
Oh, I have to go with Trump because
I will.
that's my precious Biden now. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. No, this was
I agree. Why do you think they're moving so fast?
because of the documents he possessed. I guarantee you. It has everything to do with the national secrets that man was possessing and what he did with them. It's fast. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let me ask you one last question. Do you think Donald Trump is innocent?
No, I don't. But I will say that he has to stand trial, and we got to go with that. But the indictment, when you read the indictment, the way that Jack Smith outlined that indictment, every single attorney and law people will tell you, yeah, that's reading like he has the goods. I mean, he wrote it out. It's a, what do they call it? A reading indictment or something like that,
Right.
in order for you to
Oh,
understand how
conservative Lynn is here.
that. Oh, yay!
Yeah.
How
What do you got to say about Hunter Biden, conservative Lynn?
yeah, Hunter. Hey, he pled guilty. Trump should try that sometimes. And when you get an indictment, just yeah,
I
let the
agree.
nation move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let us move on. We can do better. Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Well, yeah. So yeah, so good news. August 14th. I'm glad it's rolling fast. So
Right.
as
Yeah.
it should.
And how long do we think this trial will last?
Well, it's funny because I was on Barristers Live and stuff like that. I mean, they feel like, well, the trial probably, once it really gets started, the start date is the 14th, but there's going to be appeals and all, it's going to be some
Right.
stuff. So they don't think it's actually going to start that date, but they think it should be fairly soon after that. They say about 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks and we get a verdict.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's music to my ears. Because nothing would make my year than to know at the end of this year, Donald Trump will be held accountable in some way, shape, or form.
We will know the actual truth. Exactly. We will know the actual truth. So, yeah.
Yes.
And it'll be good, and we can move on. My goodness.
Yeah.
And then I don't think Biden will run. If Trump is not running, I don't think Biden will run. So we will see how all that plays out. Well, I think he's running because Trump put his hat in the ring. You want my honest opinion, but we will see.
Well, and if it's between Trump and Biden, we're siding with Biden.
Oh, 100%.
Simple.
We are riding with Biden 100%.
Exactly.
Done a fantastic job. So.
Yep.
All right, my friend, I'll let you go. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Shay. Let's give her a round of applause.
Bye, everyone. Everyone have an awesome day.
It's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, folks. Where are all of these so-called experts now? These TikTok lawyers, these TikTok attorneys who bring up these fake TikTok cases. Where are they now? Hunter Biden has been delivered. He's now the sacrificial lamb. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You really can't. Oh, listen, we got some new folks up in here, and let's see. I like to pivot sometimes and bring up new people so that I can, show the world I'm a fair person. Good morning, Brother Anthony. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. This is our first time doing business, huh?
It is indeed.
All right. You know how this goes. All right. Is this okay? You've been here before, or?
I apologize. I haven't. So give me my rules.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't allow cursing in the box. That's just the big thing that I don't do.
Okay.
No insulting or name calling. But I got to ask you some questions. Okay. I do this to everybody so we can get a feel of where you land on issues that are of utmost importance in this kingdom. Fair enough.
That's
fair enough.
That's fair.
All right. In your opinion, was the 2020 election stolen by President Biden?
No.
No. Let's go. All right. Next question. All right. And this was a bit trickier.
Okay.
Who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
Who is responsible?
Yeah.
Well, that is a good question because I do think people are accountable for their behavior, but I do think Trump led it in the sense where he's with a wink, wink. But I do hold the people who physically did it accountable too, because you decide who leads you and who doesn't lead you. So
Well,
I'd say it's a combo.
Your answers aren't Nancy Pelosi and the FBI, and you mentioned Trump somewhere in there.
Okay.
You get a pass.
There we go.
All right. And the last and final question. All right. This is tough now, especially with this right here above me.
Right.
Do you think President Biden is guilty of any crimes?
Biden, no.
Ha! Yes! Welcome to the kingdom, Brother Anthony. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to have to give you a follow. Now, what issues would you like to raise in the kingdom this morning?
Well, I feel a little bit bad because you had a nice lead in and all these kind of qualifications. So I wanted to say something just a little bit serious because I've had friends who've been involved with the justice system.
Okay.
And the only thing, 2 points. One is a positive point for Hunter, and the other is my little dig point. The positive point is with Hunter, and I know this from experience, is when you're indicted, man, it's like a 98% conviction rate, whether you're guilty or innocent. So you just got to take that deal. You know what I mean? Like because even if you're innocent and he probably get probation now because he made a deal, you make them angry when you don't take a deal. Win, lose, or draw, you make them angry. So and if you're really, really innocent, depending what the issue is, let's say if it was someone is accusing you of assault, that's different, man. At some point, you got to defend yourself. But this is almost like a business transaction where, listen, over a business transaction, do you want to go to jail for 5 years or do you want to take the deal? You know what I mean?
Yes. You are spot on. Wow. That is like so refreshing to hear. And so you're saying Hunter Biden made the best decision he could have made in this situation.
You got to do it. You got to do it because they're not going away. Once they're coming for you, they're just not going away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not going, especially if they have different things, and you know it just keeps them, I think, generally speaking, unless you're just such a bad person, from coming back after you again, coming out with a brand new thing, anything that already you pleaded to, they can't come back to. You just got to do it.
Do you think this was a witch hunt or a weaponization of the DOJ?
I do think it was a witch hunt. I do also think he probably did buying the gun or whatever else he did. I mean, they had to have some kind of proof of whatever he's saying. But in other words, I don't think he did absolutely nothing and they randomly picked him, but I do think it was a witch hunt.
And why do you think it is a witch hunt? I'm just curious.
Oh, because I think it's just the way politics are played today, man. Nobody's off limits.
You think they're doing this because possibly they got to do it to Trump?
Right, just to try to distract it. Hey, you're going after, so let's find something on you. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh, okay, see? So I guess there's witch hunts on both sides of the aisle, right?
Well, I guess in all degrees, I guess there's always some sort of witch hunts, but I don't think what's happening to Trump, it could be considered a witch hunt. I mean, that stuff's there. This is stuff we're seeing factually. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
maybe at lower levels in the government or Congress, people going after maybe I'm not as versed in that as I should be, but there's by no means you could call what's going on with Trump a witch hunt. This is
What would you call what's going on with Trump? Because all of his supporters, especially the ones in here, I don't know if there's any Trump supporters still in here because I tell them they don't have to be here, right?
Right.
But if they're still here, what would you tell them is the real thing happening to Trump if it's not a witch hunt?
Justice. I mean, justice. I believe, there's a lot of theories of why he would take the documents and what his intent are. And I got to be honest with you, the lowest level one, I think because he didn't care. He thinks he can just do it and he'll figure it out later. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was going to sell it or try to sell it or this or that. I think he doesn't think he owes anybody an explanation why he did it. He wanted to do it. I don't, you know what I mean? I really think that.
So, in other words, he broke the law.
100% he broke the law.
Thank you. Trump supporters, cut it out. It's non-debatable. All right, Brother Anthony.
Well, can I just say one last thing?
Sure.
Okay, but going back to the Biden thing, and again, this is my thing with the justice involved. Here's where privilege comes into play. You take somebody else who may have been in his situation who takes the plea deal, even with getting probation. Now they can't get a job. Probation's the same as being locked up with getting a job. When you're in a privileged situation where Biden's part of a family, he's in a different situation than people, and that's where the justice system is not fair.
Right.
Two guys, because one person can live, oh, thank God I don't have to go to jail, I have probation. Another guy, his life is just as ruined because he can't get a job.
Yeah.
So you can't get the privilege, and that's not his fault he's privileged, but I'm just saying the privilege makes this a lot easier for Hunter Biden. If he comes out with probation, it stinks he was on the stage, but he's not worried about eating tomorrow.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. And he should be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law if he broke it. I
Yep.
still stand behind it. All right, Brother Anthony. Thank you, but I got to
Yep.
move on. Fair enough?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Anytime. All right, let's give Brother Anthony
Yep.
a
Thank you.
round of applause. Woo! It's not that hard to get in the box, ladies and gentlemen, and tell the truth and shame the devil. It's like my grandmother used to always say. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to switch it up a little bit and go through some of our crowd favorites. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Nutty Professor.
Hello.
Order.
Hello. Mr. Chairman, pursuant to Kingdom Regulation 1442, Section 42 of the bylaws of the Kingdom, I would like to move to suspend the rules for one moment and ask for an additional 2 minutes.
Let me check my all right, you got it. Go for it.
Okay. So first of all, it's now official. He has pleaded guilty. Hunter has pleaded guilty now. The White House, the statement that came from the White House says President Biden and First Lady support their son as he continues to rebuild his life. I want to point that out because Joe Biden is still your president.
Right. You're darn right he is.
And here's another fact.
You know what? Should we add Hunter Biden being convicted to the list of Biden's accomplishments?
Are you inside my brain? Because my very next point leads right into what you just said. Yes, add that to Joe Biden's accomplishments because Joe Biden is still the president, correct?
Tough
Joe
on
Biden,
crime.
Joe Biden can influence the Department of Justice just like Trump did. He has chosen not to, and he allowed his son to be indicted, and now his son has pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges.
Yeah.
So yes, that is an accomplishment because any father, and I want y'all to listen to me. We just
Listen up.
celebrated Father's Day. Any father would tell their child,
Right.
listen, son, I hate that you're going through this, but if you are guilty, you must be held accountable. We stand behind you because we're your parents and we love you.
Right.
But whatever you did, if you can't stand the heat, don't go into the kitchen, number one.
Woo! Listen, Nutty
So
Professor.
you must be held accountable. And that's exactly what Joe Biden has allowed to happen to Hunter. He is being held accountable. And guess what? We're not out here crying tears because they're picking on Hunter Biden.
You weren't crying today when you heard this news?
You know, honestly, I could care less. Actually, the only reason it's new, the only reason it's TikTok news is because TikTok seems to go crazy over talking about, well, what about Hunter's laptop? So that's the only reason we're talking about it is because it's a big deal to the other side.
Oh, so we don't
Because
care.
because if it wasn't for the other side and their whataboutisms, obviously this would go right under the radar because nobody
sure
really
would.
cares because we didn't elect Hunter Biden to even be a dog catcher. So
Nope.
we just don't care.
Nope. I hope Jim Jordan and James Comer stop now. It's over.
And I do want to say, I don't know if conservative Lynn is still here, but
Oh, yeah, I saw conservative Lynn. Where's she at?
she said the only reason he did this is so they won't uncover worse things. Well, you know what? Be that as it may, I call that smart. If there are worse things, at least your God, your Lord and Savior, is not smart enough to take a plea deal because he keeps getting on national television and incriminating himself.
He really does.
So at least Hunter's smart enough and say, you know what? I know that and I'm just saying this because I don't know if there's worse things, but he's like, if there are worse things, let me go ahead and try to end this as fast as I can.
Right.
With the least amount of collateral damage there is,
Right.
you know, and if he has to take the ship because they're coming after his dad for no reason, then guess what? I will be the sacrificial lamb for my dad because guess why? Because Joe Biden, before he's the president of the United States of America, he's Hunter's daddy.
Family first.
He's
Thank you,
Hunter's
Nutty.
daddy.
Preach
And you
it,
know
Nutty.
what? When the president does come out and say something, if he does come out and say more than the statement that they just released, he's going to say first, that's my son and I love him.
Facts. Facts.
Then secondly, he will say, I'm not going to comment on whatever the Justice Department has done because they have a job to do. They did their
Facts.
job.
Preach, Nutty.
So, Merrick
Now better
Garland,
listen up.
thank you, sir, for doing your job. Even if it was Hunter, even if it's Joe, thank you for doing your job. Because the American people, we the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, we the people are the government. So thank you for doing the job that you are being paid to do. Because Joe Biden works for us.
Thank you.
You work for us as well, even though Joe Biden appointed you with the confirmation of the Senate, you still work for us. So we demand accountability for all. You know that part with liberty and justice for all? When we say for all,
Thank
we
you.
mean for all.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, sir, thank
Mhm.
you for giving me the extra. I know I didn't go the extra 2 minutes. Thank you for giving me the extra time. I'm
Yep.
I'm just I'm thrilled because maybe now the red hats can lay off Hunter, even though we know they won't,
Yeah.
because this is going to blow up TikTok today.
Mm.
So Hunter Biden is going to be all over conservative TikTok today.
I listen, and I'm going to be there listening because every word they got to say about Hunter Biden, I'm going to be writing it down and make sure they repeat those same words when it comes to Donald J. Trump.
Well, we know they won't. And
Fair enough.
one more thing that Shay said. We will not be seeing a trial August 14th. We just won't. Because what Eileen Cannon also stipulated is that even though the judge is ready and the prosecutor is ready, she's allowing a motion
Thank you.
for continuance
Hmm.
if the defense is not ready. And 99.99% that is going to happen. They're going to ask for a continuance because I think it's very strategic on Trump's part. If you notice, as soon as we get close to trials and things, then he'll change his attorney because now all that is that's passing more time.
All right. Well,
Because
listen, fair
so,
enough, Nutty. I got to move it along, my brother.
thank you, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Nutty Professor a round of applause. All right, Trump supporters, I see you in the comment section. You're crying about all this truth coming out. I just want to make sure we're on the same page about what's going on here. You don't have to be here. You can exit stage left. You don't have to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S.,
Right.
if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Don't be out there beating up all my friends in the comment section. If the truth, you know it's the truth. Because when you hear it, it causes an emotional response inside of you. You're like, oh, that hurts. If it feels like that, that means it's the truth. And don't lash out. Just sit with it for a while. Okay, just sit there and go, wow, Zeus, Swerving, Shay, Brother Anthony, and all these other people, April, everyone's telling me the truth. And it's now time for me to accept it. All right? Get over your fear. I know it's scary to think that Donald Trump is a criminal. I know it is. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right? That's Donald Trump. He's the one that has to deal with this. He's going to have to do the time, not you. So that's not your problem. It's Donald Trump's problem. But if you want to make it your problem and you want to escalate it and take it to the level those folks did on January 6th, to where you're now committing crimes, now it's your problem and you're going to go to jail, prison. And that's usually the place most people get to before they go, oh, I get it now. Okay, this live is supposed to stop you from getting to prison before you accept it. Okay, that's what these lives are about. So cut it out. All right, let me bring up my next guest. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning to Keisha. What are we talking this morning, Takesha? How are you?
My allergies tearing me up, man.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Man, listen, they kicking me like a bull in a ring, I tell you. Zeus,
Yes!
I
How
got
are
my
you?
black dress ironed out and I got my black veil because I'm going in mourning because our good President Hunter Biden has
Oh,
been brought up on, isn't that his name?
you mean his son?
Oh, the president is Joe.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
president is
wow.
Joe.
Well,
Oh,
let me
I
put
know
the
you thought it was President
Listen,
Biden.
let me put the dress back up and the veil because I don't care. I don't care. If he's guilty,
Now that was funny.
yeah,
Where
do you
did
play?
you come
You
up
play
with
it?
this content? Jeez.
Listen, I'm just saying because I thought that they had
Uh-huh.
finally gotten the president. But I've got the wrong Biden. Oh my God.
Yes,
I'm
you
going to
got the
put my
wrong
dress
one.
back up now because it's Hunter, the one who's never served any position in the White. It's him?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did he plead guilty?
Oh, yeah, he took a plea
Oh,
deal.
you mean to tell me that his nose is not longer than the Nile River like Trump's?
Oh, no, no.
Oh my
He,
God.
he,
Where have I been?
have you been in some of these lives with these fake TikTok
Man, here
hoes?
I am with the misinformation. I thought it was Joe.
You thought it was Joe. No, it's Hunter.
Oh my goodness. Zeus, I've been upset and crying all night for absolutely nothing.
Well, I know. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you made it here and you found the truth so that you could stop crying and put
And
that
put the
dress on.
veil up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I felt like I was going to be sick, sad, and slow walking on funeral day. Oh my God, Zeus.
Ah,
Listen,
I know. Now
listen.
that we've cleared this up, now that we've
Thank you.
cleared it up, what are your thoughts now? It's not the president, it's his son. Do you
Zeus,
think it's a witch hunt, perhaps?
Zeus,
Yeah.
listen.
Yes.
They have the witch's brew. This is absolutely a witch hunt. It
Oh,
doesn't matter if they have proof.
oh,
That's circumstantial evidence,
oh.
and he is innocent until proven guilty. And every word that he comes on True Social, I'm sorry, every word that he says on the internet, hey, I want it. It warms my soul. It warms me like the words of Trump
Ooh.
warms his supporters. It's like KY jelly on a rainy night.
Hey!
Listen. Whatever Hunter says, I'm gonna believe.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do any research because I really don't want to know the truth. I'm just gonna be like the hangman and hang on every word that Hunter says.
oh.
Because that's what makes me feel all warm and good on the inside. And I'm gonna blame everybody else. This is a witch hunt by the DOJ. They should be defunded.
Oh, Lord,
Listen, this
no.
is the president's son. He
What?
had the right to do whatever he
Ow!
wanted to do because his dad is the president.
Ow! Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Takesha.
Now,
Listen.
this is a witch hunt.
Oh, God.
We as Democrats are not going to stand for this. We are in solidarity with each other.
Oh, Lord.
We're not going for it. They're lying. They made it up. They added stuff to the laptop. He pleaded
They
guilty.
added stuff to the laptop.
Zeus, they made him plead guilty. They beat him in there and they told him if he didn't plead guilty, they were going to do something
I
bad to him.
know.
And he did it under duress.
Oh, Lord. I listen. I would say that you're joking, but for you to be able to go 3 minutes and say that, I do think there's a certain part of you that actually believes that's true.
No, Zeus,
And I'm
not
going to
Zeus.
recommend therapy for you.
Zeus,
You need
he's gu-
therapy.
if he
Yes.
the man said he guilty, Zeus, he's guilty. I don't care, Zeus. What does he add to my life? Him going to jail is not gonna take any
Right.
money away, or him being free is not gonna give me none. I could care less about Hunter Biden going to jail.
We don't care about Hunter
We
Biden.
could care less.
Sheesh.
Oh my
Sheesh. Listen, my abs are hurting. Okay, Takesha, I'm gonna be honest with you.
God. I'm so sorry, Zeus. I'm sorry.
I've laughed for the whole day in just that 3 minutes.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Zeus. I'm
No,
sorry.
no apology needed. But your point was on point, if I must say, right? I think that is what you said illustrates just how ridiculous the
How
Trump
ridiculous the other
supporters are.
side sounds, yes. And
Yeah,
let me say this before I go.
talk to him. This is
Jim
your show.
Jordan can't even decide what side to part that toupee on that he keep wearing in Congress. So we
You're
know he
right.
can't. He need to investigate how he's not the top model for Hair Club for Men before he try to investigate anything else. And I'm just done.
Yes, get him out of here, fake hair Jim Jordan. Well, listen, Takesha, I appreciate you. Okay, you've done the Lord's work today in the kingdom.
That's what I try to do.
Oh, you did it. You did it very well. I'm going to have
Thank
to
you
go
so
back
much.
and watch this one again.
Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
the beautiful Takesha, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a round of applause. When you're right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, go ahead and bless her for her excellent coverage. All right, Takesha, we're moving on. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I gotta bring up my good friend King T'Challa. Listen, I know I always see you in the box, but I never get a chance to bring you up. Where did you go? I just brought him up. He's not here. See, when I do this, sometimes then they appear in the box. But I guess in this case, it's just not going to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, got to bring up my subscribers first. Let's give it a Brother Alex a round of applause. Greetings, Brother Alex. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Zeus, and it's really hard to follow Takesha after that one.
I know. I mean, I'm crying inside. My abs hurt, but the show must go on. So, with all this news coming out, what do you have for us? You heard about Hunter Biden. You saw Trump on Fox yesterday, right?
So I have a bit of a revelation to you. I don't think I've never told you this, but I was independent, but now I have to lean to the right after this. The
Did I
way
hear
that
that
they're
right? You have to lean
yeah,
to the right?
the way that they're weaponizing the DOJ against Hunter Biden is just a travesty. I don't get it.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's just they're at this point they're attacking the president's son. I just don't get this, Zeus. Like the way the DOJ is being weaponized, we need to defund the DOJ.
Oh,
How dare you go after the president's son?
listen. Are you a person that believes? Do you think anyone's above the law?
Yes, Hunter Biden's above the law. He should not be prosecuted in Louisiana.
Alex, listen, man. Y'all cracking me up today. Why are you now pledging all of this loyalty to Hunter Biden? Does he work in government?
Listen, Zeus, at this particular point, it's just like this laptop is like, I don't know if it's a MacBook Pro, is it an HP 2020, but I know one thing, Zeus.
What's that?
They, with all this evidence they got now, they can do what we call a Hocus Pocus 3 movie. Because this is the biggest witch hunt I've seen against Hunter Biden. Should not be indicted on anything.
Really? No tax issues, no gun issues. You don't think they should have got him on that?
Psych. Hey, listen, he is guilty as charged. He is guilty as charged. And I'm glad, listen, in this country, we believe in equal prosecution. As a private citizen, this man did not pay his taxes. He had a weapon illegally. I'm glad he took responsibility for his mistakes.
He was
I
on
am
that
glad.
stuff, wasn't he? Wasn't he on that stuff?
He was on that sugar booger.
Yeah. Yeah, just like I see, or I hear, Donald Trump may have been on that and his son. Have you ever seen Trump sniffing, doing that?
Yeah, we're gonna keep that between me and you, Zeus. I don't want to reveal too much right now. But no,
Hunter Biden was on that stuff.
but to the bigger point, as people have been telling the people on the right, if he's guilty of anything, lock him up. Now, maybe this talk about Burisma and these magical tapes are going away, but we know this is even more fuel for them. They're going to say he's guilty of something. Again, as we keep telling people from the right, we don't care. If he's guilty, lock him up. He needs to be able to serve. If he's going to do time, do time. If he took a deal, he's guilty. We know that, right? It does not absolve Donald Trump in any of his crimes at all, because someone wants to actually take responsibility and accountability for their mistakes. All right. So again, we know that the DOJ is not being weaponized because, as Nutty kind of alluded to, as a father myself, our natural instinct is to protect our children, but we do want to teach our children the lessons of responsibility and taking accountability for our mistakes.
And Hunter Biden is taking accountability for his mistakes. Now, some people say that this is too light of a deal. This is too light. They're going easy on Hunter. What do you have to say about that? Did they go easy on Trump?
I mean, I'd say Trump is his own worst enemy. He can't stop talking. He listen, if he was more presidential, he wouldn't even be in this situation. The fact that they like to say he's not part of the swamp, well, maybe he was a part of the swamp, he wouldn't even be in this because he'd be even corrupt like all the other politicians and be able to hide the corruption. But at this particular point, it is what it is. You know, this man is indicted. They took one charge, changed to 39 extra charges, might turn into 65 other charges. We don't know at this point. But at this particular point, Trump needs to be he's indicted, he needs to be found guilty. So as a country, we can continue to heal and move forward. And I'll say this again, Republicans.
I completely agree.
I don't want to say I feel bad for the Republicans, but they need to move on as well. At this particular point, I have not seen any legislation to address the issues that they say Biden is causing.
Right.
All I see is this stuff about Burisma. They're tricking their voters into believing all this stuff is going on and hiding the fact that they have no policies to address anything they say is going wrong with this country. No policies at all. So they do this wink and hook kind of thing, but we need to move on from Trump. We need to go in and put this man in jail and just move on so we can heal.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate that, my brother. All right. Now we're going to have to move it along, my man. Fair enough?
Fair enough. I yield my time.
All right. Let's give Brother Alex a round of applause.
We did it, Joe. We did it. We got Hunter indicted. We did it.
I'm sorry. I just had to tell you. It worked, but it's back now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth. Trump supporters, listen, I know it's hard to deal with all of this truth, but we have to tell it to save you from Jack Smith.
Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
Right. We got to save you from Jack Smith. All right. All right. Good morning, Brother Attacking. How are you doing?
Merry Christmas. How are you today?
It's Christmas.
Yes.
Wow. How?
You didn't get a Christmas present yesterday?
No, but I'm more than willing to accept that universe you promised me.
Oh my God. Christmas came early last night with the interview from Trump with Brett Baer.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, it was I got the mini bike that I wanted. I got the Superman outfit I wanted. I mean, I got everything I wanted in Trump's conversation.
Well,
I mean, he again lied about the 2020 election. I mean, that's great information.
Right.
That's a treasure trove for me to post videos of. He lied about the documents. Jack Smith got more Christmas presents with his conversation.
Jack Smith.
That Jack Smith?
Yeah, that Jack Smith. So, I mean, Donald Trump was just giving gifts to everybody last night.
Wow. So, let me ask you a very serious question. Do you
right.
think do you think it's the Democrats that are getting Trump in trouble, or do you think it's himself?
Well, if I really have to be honest, I mean, I don't like being honest at all.
Right? No, that's what we promote here,
You
though. We
know,
need
I
honesty.
almost kind of sounded like the Joker, when he was in Batman right now.
You do.
Why so why so
You sounded
serious?
like him back when Jack Nicholson was
Why
back.
so serious?
Yeah.
Zeus, why
Yeah.
so serious? So anyway, no, it's all Trump. Trump's words. The thing is we're using Trump's words. We're using Trump's actions. We're using Trump. Trump is the main ingredient to everything. And in regards to Judge Cannon, she also put into the papers that the prosecutors have to have their pre-case documents handy by July.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
So do you think Eileen Cannon is actually going to be fair? Or do you still think she's going to be more biased?
I think she's pushing this, and she will not be fair in regards to the penalty if he is convicted. I think that she might not show any jail time if he is proven guilty. I was thinking that last night, as I'm laying in bed, I think a judge would admonish him and say, listen, Mr. Trump, you've put us in this position. Your lies, your misstatements, you caused this division between the right, the left, through our judicial system, and you're putting me in a position right now. If I don't convict you and sentence you, there's going to be an uproar. If I do sentence you, there's going to be an uproar. You, Mr. Trump, have caused this situation at hand that we are in. And I think that the judge should say, for every charge that you are convicted, I'm putting you in prison for 1 month of each charge. While it's going to be a great amount of time, it is going to show that nobody, even a president of the United States or ex-president, is above the law. So if, let's say, he is charged out of the 37 counts, he's charged with 10 of them.
Right.
10 months. And I think myself that would be fair assessment, because it gives credence to the entire case, and both sides can bitch and moan and groan. Not enough time. Sorry. Both sides can get a little bit of something. Not enough charges, not enough jail time. Not too much. 10 months is too much. It only should be 1 month. So both people can complain about something. And in regards to Hunter Biden pled.
Oh, Hunter Biden.
He's not going to go. The plea deal is he's just for the taxes. It's a federal misdemeanor. He'll pay a fine, do whatever. And in regards to the pew, if I understand, if he follows some guidelines, that's going to be wiped off and not on his record.
Order!
So
there you go. There's no mystery to
Right.
what's going on. Listen, my brother Attacking, thank you so much. I got to bring up the next guest.
You got it, bro.
Get up out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Attacking a round of applause. When you're right, you're right. It's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I know we got a lot of folks in here who are upset with the truth, but listen, the truth will set you free. Good morning, my good friend King T'Challa. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Zeus. I love watching your stuff. Sometimes I can't jump in. Got this whole thing called work where you have responsibilities and pay bills. I don't know if you thought of that.
I get it.
Yeah, how you do? So I want to talk. My thing that drives me nuts about all this is two things. First thing is this: I wish everybody would understand both sides. All that man had to do was, which he did some of it, was say, you know what? If you feel we shouldn't have these boxes, you gave me a subpoena, a federal subpoena. Here they go. Sort through them. Here's my legal team to work with the archivist at NARA. Let me know when you're done, and then we can petition, and we have a list of things we want back. Done.
Right.
None of this happens. None of this happens. None of this happens.
What did he
It's
do?
over. It's over. Then, let's say he didn't do that, which he didn't, and it moves forward. He could have done this and just said, you know what? Hey, American people, I'm your president. I used to be the president. Whether you believe I won or didn't believe I won, I'm still going to go. I want to be the next president again. I made a mistake. Other presidents may have done things similar to this, but I made a mistake. I'm taking my ownership. I'm going to correct this. Can we move on from this and be together as a country? He blew that last night with the interview. He blew that. He blew that option.
The
So
interview was a confession, right?
Totally. He blew the option of cooperating. He blew the option of being remorseful and trying to unify the country. This now boils down to he is stuck in the corner of I did it. I looked at my indictment. I saw all this stuff. Prove to me I did it. Take me to jail. I'm not doing it. And I don't know what's motivating him. Is it his ego? Is he just mad? Is he just want to prove something? I don't know what's motivating this man because as we've talked before, people that are in the chat, you take what you want. But my uncle used to be a major in the Army. I'm a Purple Heart recipient from the Gulf War. And I can tell you, we were in intelligence. My son, Army Criminal Investigation Division, worked in the intelligence division, worked on the border.
Right.
My uncle, prior to retiring, worked at an espionage law firm in California. One of the top 5 in the country. They were consulted about this case, and they turned down working on it. So I've gone through that indictment with a tooth and nail. Trust me.
With you went through that indictment with a fine tooth comb, and you said it was was it well written?
My uncle said, and his former partner said, and I quote, it was the most well-written indictment, straightforward. He said, there is no way if I was a lawyer, I would have took this case. I would take this case. 90% of those kind of cases, espionage cases, gets plea deal. Like what was it, General Petraeus? They get plea deal. My uncle worked with that case. They get plea deal. He said this is as airtight as you can get on a case like this. And trust me, just before anybody says anything, my uncle is not left-leaning or progressive. He's independent to slightly right because he's been in the military and the law, and he believes really firmly that this is the law. This is how he and I have gotten into some knockdown, drag-out arguments about Republicans and Democrats.
Well, listen, I appreciate your insight because that's the message I'm carrying out here to these supporters of Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I shouldn't have done it, but I was on one live and I was joking around. I was playing the theme from Shaft in the background, and I was literally like, who is the man that's looking out for his brother, man? I said, Jack. All right. That man Jack Smith for a bad mother.
You did the right thing. And listen, I appreciate you, brother. It's always a good thing when I can check in with you. And listen, I appreciate you bringing those facts into the kingdom. All right.
Appreciate you too, man. Go take care of business. I got to go to work.
All right. Keep making that money, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give King T'Challa a round of applause. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Jack Smith.
He's going to get it.
Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They hate him with a passion. They'll do anything. Donald Trump is indicted and they take, but he's a harasser and abuser. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They hate him with a passion. He's deranged anything they can to hurt Trump. He's deranged, but he's a harasser and an abuser.
Let's go!
He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater.
Go!
They hate him with a passion. They'll do anything they can to hurt Trump. He's a harasser and an abuser. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family's a Trump hater. They hate him with a passion. They'll do anything they can to hurt Trump. But he's a harasser and an abuser.
Listen, you can't make this stuff up, folks. It writes itself. Jack Smith is indicting the former president, and there's nothing you can do about it. He brought it on himself, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move it along. We got more guests. And then we are done for the day. Thank you all. Good morning, Free Speech. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Dude, there are people out there impersonating you.
Who?
Dude, playing your Inspector Gadget song and
Oh.
saying that James Comer is coming. Yeah, yeah. I'm a rat. I'm a snitch. Yeah, that's what they're doing out there in the
They're not.
kingdoms.
Photocopy. Be
Photocopy.
yourself.
Oh, and you know this person too.
Thank you, Free Speech, for bringing that to my attention.
Attention, yeah. I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Thank you so much. All right, now what do you got for us? I know it's an interesting day, right?
It's you know what? Good for Hunter, pleading, doing the right thing,
He did the right thing, right?
taking responsibility for his mistakes.
Right?
You know what? Trump could have done that. He could have done that. And we would not be in the predicament we are in if he had done exactly what Mr. Hunter Biden did. Yep, that guy.
Exactly.
That guy.
Exactly.
But you know what? We have to. I just want to. On another point, we have to show some sympathy for these people. We need to understand that they are under a spell. So let's give them a spell breaker. We need to give them a spell breaker. We need to break them from the spell.
What? Depends. Okay.
Yes. Remember, I
I'm not
told you I
into
was a
all of
witch.
that, but I'm not into all of that. But
I
please
told you I
continue.
was a witch. We're gonna break the spell now.
Oh. How
Yeah.
are you gonna break it? They're deep into this.
Trump supporters, you're free. You're free, Trump supporters. You are free. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go into the darkness by himself, and you shall find the light. They're free, bro. They're free. They're free now.
Does that spell apply to Snuggles too?
It applies to him too. Yes. Yes. He is free now. Snugs is now free.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm praying, fingers crossed, that the spell has been broken, and that we can get the real Snuggles.
And that we can get back to business in this country.
Right.
Making it good for everyone. Not the right, not the left, not the middle, everyone.
Exactly.
Because these guys with big money, these guys up there with big money, they love this warfare. They love messing with the people. They love keeping us separated. But you know what? We are going to beat them. In the end, we are all going to beat them. Yep.
But it starts with honesty and accountability.
It starts with honesty and heart and love.
Accountability. Hunter Biden is showing
and accountability.
you what to do. If you broke the law, you committed crimes. Own up to it.
I agree 100%.
Right?
100%.
You understand? Trump,
yep.
You did what you did. Why drag the entire nation through this? Just admit you made the mistake so we can move on. Good point.
Exactly. That's
Good
it.
point.
That's it.
All right.
My time's up. Zeus, you're great. Keep it up, man.
I'm trying my best, and you as
Keep
well.
Keep it honest. Keep it humble. Keep it handsome.
Absolutely. Triple H. Free speech. Thank you so much. That's
much love, brother.
All right. Take care. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Later.
He brought up a very good point. I am Triple H for a reason. And it is because I am the most honest person out here on social media. I really am. And I'm the most humble. If I get it wrong, I'll be the first one to apologize. Seriously. And the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am the most handsome. All right, let's bring up our next guest. Wow, we're cruising right through these. Good morning, Texas.
Woohoo! Integrity. How about the word integrity?
I love it. Well, listen, this is the first time
Amen.
doing business, right?
Yes, sir. Please follow me.
All right. Well, I gotta ask you some questions. All right. And I
Yeah.
do
Okay.
so just so that everyone in the kingdom gets to know who you are and where you stand on
Okay.
issues that are of utmost importance. All right. So
Oh,
first
ooh.
question is, in your opinion, was the 2020 election stolen by President Biden?
Absolutely not. No.
Woo! Good answer. All right. This
And
one's a
that
little
includes
trickier
the
one.
popular vote, too.
Good point. All right, now this is a trickier question. There's three of them.
Uh-oh.
All right, this is the next
Okay.
question. In
All
your
right.
opinion, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
Only one person, and it's not God, even though some people might think he is. It
Oh,
is Donald J. Trump.
hey! Listen, you're on fire. You're on a roll. All right, one last question. This one tricks a lot of people. This one tricks a lot of people. Texas. All
Okay.
right. Uh,
Alrighty.
all right. In your opinion, do you think President Biden is guilty of any crimes?
I will say no. However,
Hey!
if he is, then
Welcome!
yeah.
Welcome to the kingdom, and I'm following you. I am now giving you.
Amen.
All right, so enough about me. What matters would you like to address today in the kingdom?
Okay, so this is actually my first visit playing the role of the TikTok, you know, uh, regime, I will
Oh,
call it.
the
So,
TikTok regime. Interesting.
well, yeah. So I say regime because there's a lot of cult leaders that are in the house and
Oh,
follow this cult leader
oh,
named Trump.
yeah.
So what I would like to say is if you care about people and for the people,
Right.
vote blue. Okay, for the people, vote blue. BLUE. And so if, and this is going to be far, okay, so if you want fascism in the United States of America,
Mm-hmm.
vote red, Republican. So the choice the choice is yours in
Yeah.
2023. I'm sorry, said 2024. For the
And,
people, vote blue. For
and
fascism, vote red.
if you vote for fascism and you're in this live, I'm just going to ask you to exit stage left. That's not. I don't want to be in here helping you. Come on now, cut it out.
So 605 people, you stop and you think about that. And if you don't know what fascism is, look it up. Look it
Exactly.
up.
And that's a beautiful message that you brought into the kingdom today because I don't want people to get it twisted. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the blue kingdom. Okay. Fuck
Hey,
the red kingdom. And I love the Chiefs, okay? My Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, Mahomes boy. Oh, yeah. So anyway, they
keep it
stole that
clean.
song.
Keep it clean.
Thank you for your time. I love
No
you, Zeus.
problem.
And I will drop now and give someone else the opportunity to play
Okay.
the role that means something to them.
Oh,
Okay? Vote for the people, vote blue. I'll
there
leave it
you
at that.
go. Thank you so much, ladies and
Have a
gentlemen.
wonderful day.
Let's give Texas Gal a round of applause. You have a great day.
Woohoo! And good for Hunter Biden.
You have a great
Integrity. Let's
integrity
get that.
man.
Let's get integrity restored to the White House.
I completely agree. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, okay? And if this live is making you uncomfortable, don't stay here. You can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
That's right.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And I mean it. That's probably one of the few times I agree with the former president. If you're not happy, leave. Don't sit out there and get into arguments with the folks in the comments. Don't try to argue with me
No,
because nothing you say sticks to Zeus. Zeus is living his life. I'm thriving with Biden.
me too. Me too. Me too. We are the one and the same. We are one and the same. Well, hey, listen,
We
we've
got
got
3
an
minutes.
action.
What do you got?
Yes, we've got an actual conviction of a part of Biden, but this is the foundation that begins with James Comer. He's
Oh,
building it up now. It starts right at the bottom, and now we're going to build it up. Takes time to investigate, and this is going to lead to Daddy.
okay. So let me
It's
slow you
going to
down
lead to
again.
Daddy.
Let me slow you down before you get a ticket again, because you know you come
Yeah,
in and you try to throw 10 issues out in 5 seconds. I don't
right,
keep. I'm not as fast as you when it comes to that.
right,
Let's
right,
stick to
right.
something a little
Absolutely,
more easy for Zeus to understand.
absolutely.
Do you think this is a witch hunt?
Um, no, it's not a witch hunt here. No witch hunt
But
on Biden. No witch hunt on Trump either.
wait a second.
This is actual. These are actual investigations on all these people. They're all
But
investigations. These are not witch hunts.
but
These are investigations.
okay.
People are breaking the law. They got to go to court and they have to get a conviction. And one pled out here. Here we
Okay.
go. Hunter.
Can I can I ask this follow up question then? Because
Yes.
I don't have the sources that you have. Is the DOJ corrupt in your opinion?
Is the DOJ corrupt? I think the DOJ is a little slow when it comes to, doing Democratic politician investigations. I do think that they are more in the pockets of the Democratic Party for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So they are corrupt.
Absolutely. When it comes to trying to hold back on things and not bring things to the congressional hearings. Have you seen the congressional hearings?
I'm hearing what you're saying because then
Right.
my next question is
I mean, where
if
are the
you
audio
believe
tapes
they
for
are
Biden?
corrupt, Snuggles, if you
Yeah.
believe the DOJ is corrupt and they've
Yeah.
now gotten Hunter Biden, what
Right.
does that say about
Where
this
are the
whole
audio tapes, though? We're waiting for the audio tapes for
I mean,
Burisma. Why
well,
is the DOJ holding on to that? Is there something that they're hiding in there? Hmm?
no, it goes back to my question about the
Oh.
corruption that
Yeah,
you
we've got
said.
Trump's audio tapes. Where's Biden? Where's Hunter Biden's audio tapes with the Burisma thing?
Well, okay, so
There you go.
you don't want to answer this
No,
question about
I'm answering you the question about how corrupt the DOJ is.
okay,
Where is
so they're
if it's that
corrupt.
easy,
The
show us the
DOJ
tapes.
is corrupt. The
Absolutely. Show
DOJ
us the
has
tapes of the Burisma talk.
listen, follow me, please.
I'm
The
following you.
DOJ has now gotten a plea deal from Hunter Biden, who's actually the son of President Biden. This is the
Absolutely.
same DOJ that we know is investigating Donald Trump. Now,
Right.
according to you, they are corrupt. Doesn't that mean this investigation meets the definition of corrupt and it should be classified as a witch hunt?
No, absolutely not. Actually, Ray said that he's going to get those tapes and he's going to give them over to the DOJ. We're just waiting. We're
Oh,
waiting
okay.
patiently.
So
But
you
like you
trust
said, though,
him?
I'm going with your words. It takes time to investigate, and I'm gonna enjoy that time. We already got a conviction here, a plea deal. So I'm gonna I listened to your lives, and you said it takes time. I even listened to that lady praising Biden. Praising Biden. You guys are praising his crimes, but yet you're crying about Trump's crimes. I don't understand. Why are you
Wait, but
praising one crime and
listen.
not and not
You
praising?
got a lot you're saying.
Okay,
So
yeah,
some
yeah.
people out
I don't
there,
understand.
Snuggle, some people out there, they're
Yeah,
listening to what you're saying and
absolutely.
they're saying, you're lying. What do you say to those people that think you're lying?
The crimes speak for itself. He has a plea deal. He pled out, so that's
Okay.
not a lie.
So we have a
And
docket number.
Trump has not been found guilty of anything right now. That's not a lie. He has zero criminal records. That's not a lie. He lost a
Right.
lawsuit. So I'm telling the truth.
But Snuggles, he pled guilty to a corrupt DOJ, according to you. So doesn't that mean something to you in your world? Like, shouldn't you all be rallying behind Hunter Biden and saying, no, if Trump is being prosecuted by a corrupt DOJ, it's not acceptable to do it to Hunter Biden either. No American should be subjected to this, right?
Did Hunter break the law?
I mean, according to the plea deal, he did. So
Right. He
yeah,
has a gun. He has a gun, right? And he has drugs, right?
yeah.
They don't want to break out the Hunter Biden laptop, right? So he better plea out, right?
Oh, so you're okay.
Because we saw some of those clips.
So you're not going to stand up for
What?
Hunter Biden.
Absolutely not, because the evidence is out there. There's actual
Wow.
evidence out there.
Well, there's
You
evidence.
talked
There's
about
evidence that
evidence,
you
didn't
brought
you?
up the tapes. You brought up the tapes, okay? And I didn't want to go into it, but you do know how we got the tapes on Trump, right? He was
Right.
doing it. He was saying his stuff to somebody that was trying to help write up a book. We didn't have to go find these tapes. He gave this
Wait,
up. Did you watch his interview on Fox yesterday? Please say you did.
wait, wait. I watched. Okay, well, Trump has nothing to do with Hunter. I watched Hunter Biden's interviews, and man, they're definitely spelled guilty.
Well,
Um, Go
so
ahead.
Trump. Now you watched Trump's interview yesterday on
Yes,
Fox, right?
excellent. He's on point. He's still not guilty in the courts. He's defending himself, and he's telling you what he did as president when he was president before now. And I have a question though. I have a question for all of you. Why is Jack Smith named Jack Smith? His name is John Smith. Why have you been lying about that all this time?
Jack, John, it doesn't make a difference, Snuggles. Again,
No,
you're
that's
you're
kind of
you're, you're
weird. I mean,
wasting Snuggles. You're wasting your brain energy on things that are irrelevant. I want to get back to Trump's interview yesterday.
right,
He
right,
admitted that all Nara had to do was say please to get those classified documents back, and he
right.
also said he was just so busy doing whatever that he never had the time to return them. So instead, he just lied to the FBI and said, you have them all. Don't you
Oh,
think that's worthy of actual prosecution, especially when
wait,
he's admitting that he did that?
they got them all back, right?
No,
Yeah, they got them all back.
no, there's
That's
still
what Jack.
some,
They
there's
got
still,
they got all of them back.
okay, okay, let me do it this way. What if
So
they
drop the
didn't?
charges.
No,
Because
what if they don't have them?
Pence gave them back, Biden gave them back. Drop the charges. These are just papers.
No, one last thing. What if he didn't get them? What if they didn't get all the documents back? Then what?
Well, if we do give the Crossfire Hurricane documents back for the
Snuggles,
spying
cut it
on
out.
Trump's campaign, the
All
DOJ,
right. I'm gonna
what?
wrap it up,
What?
Snuggles.
I mean, he's got to hang on to those Crossfire Hurricane papers. You know that.
Order!
I'm just saying. I mean, those are the papers that they're
I
mad
can't get
about.
you to be consistent, my brother.
What? I'm
Fair
being
enough.
consistent. I'm being
I
truthful.
gotta move it on. We're way past the 3 minutes.
All right, my friend. Love you, bro. Hey, can I have at least a hamburger for the Hunter Biden conviction? I mean, I know we're doing steaks.
Listen,
Democrats, get those knee pads ready!
ladies and gentlemen, this is why I get online. He's one of the reasons why I do this every morning and bring this heavy hammer of truth down with no remorse. After giving him several chances to be successful, I really did. I'm Triple H. I'm honest. I promise to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I'm humble. If I get it wrong, I'll be the first one to apologize. Okay? And last but not least, I'm the most handsome. And I gave him every opportunity to be successful in the kingdom, and he blew it. Guilty! He wants to say the DOJ is corrupt only when they're going after Donald Trump. And then he wants to say the DOJ is doing a great job securing a conviction against the president's son. That's what you call being a hypocrite, Snuggles. And you won't get a hamburger because you're being a hypocrite from Zeus. No. But you will have to get me those 3 steaks that you promised me, because as Jack Smith, ladies and gentlemen, you know who Jack Smith. Jack Smith has magic powers. You know what he does?
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
Jack Smith knows how to take one charge and turn it into 36. Good morning, Brother Greg.
Jack Smith.
Yeah, that Jack Smith. Snuggles, go into the mirror and spin around 3 times. And each time you spin around, you say his name.
Jack Smith.
Spin again and say it.
Jack Smith.
And then they say the FBI will show up. And yes, Jack Smith is as they say.
He's deranged.
Oh!
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. Did the FBI do that? Because they also did something where they put documents all over the floors and they took pictures.
Yeah, that Jack Smith.
He's deranged.
So, until the folks on the right become more honest and tell the truth about what they believed, I can't entertain it. Okay, you can't have it both ways. You can't say Biden is sleeping, but then say he's tied to all this corruption. Okay, how's he doing it? You can't say the DOJ is corrupt, but then when they prosecute Biden, they're doing a great job. Salute to the DOJ. But if they go after Trump, it's a witch hunt. No. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Zeus to depart and tend to other affairs in the kingdom. If I didn't get to you today, I truly apologize. But listen, you all did a great job helping me bring the truth. So, take care, stay safe out there, and listen, Trump supporters, get those knee pads ready, because Jack Smith is coming. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. And I really am the most handsome in the kingdom.
Sound my baby.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
Thank you, April.
When I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you cool till I pull up like Zeus.
Yeah.
In the sky like you like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god. Call me Zeus. I'm flyer than an eagle. I got red on me too.
Have a great rest of your morning.
You looking like a bum. Get away from me. Money in my
Thank you, Evan.
You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Mix all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head.
Let's go.
When you playing with the gods and you playing with the dead.
Hey.
Time to let loose with the truth. Have your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know
Thank
you
you
ladies
for
love me
the
cause I'm
save.
sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, but you such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had to like my keys. I'm catching on these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. When I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm moving like Zeus.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules.
Oh my God,
call me Zeus.
Thank you, subscribers.
You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment now. I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool. Even though I'm hot, people telling me be cool. I'm just sitting on my throne while you looking like a goof. Time to let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, but you such a douche. Tried to be patient, but you had to laugh abuse. Catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move.
That's why they call me Zeus.
This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus.
Tina, nice to see you.
I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you
Yes,
till I
thank
pull
you
up like
for the
Zeus.
subscription,
Like
Texas
you
girl.
like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus.
You know about me?
I like to get wild with Zeus.
I do.
I'm the god of the sky, you know what I'm saying?
I really am.
I break it down the roof.
That's right. Trump supporters,
On the beat, hitting hard like
Trump supporters, you should subscribe too.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I can dance and box with the jungle like a kangaroo.
don't get caught. Look in the window, you be dead like a woman. Lindsay on the beat like Zeus. He's deranged. The love on the beat like Zeus. Jack Star and C on the beat. He's deranged. Yeah, you heard about 3. Jack Star. You know, I see you. I see you. I see you. Bertha. Yeah, ladies. It's me. It's Zeus. You all did wonderful. You all are wonderful. Thank you all. If you stand up too close, I'll make you come on the best. That's how powerful I am. All right. I may do the Closet of Truth later today, depending on the news cycle. But if not, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all bright and early tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. Take care.